What's going on, everybody? Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Seriously Sarcastic Podcast. As always, I am your host, Toon the motherfucking Boone. And no, I am not a goon. And with me is my little brother, Remi. Won't say his middle name again, Boone. All right, shut the hell up. You're doing too much. All right.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I hope you're having a great day.
Yes. Hope you guys had a fantastic day, a fantastic week. Hope you guys you're happy and you're healthy and your kids are getting plenty of food and plenty of rest out there. And all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Toon over here. It's got some topics he wants to talk about today.
Yeah, I mean, I just been writing some stuff down. You know, I decided, because we do just wing it, and I think we do pretty well. We're just winging it. And I'm not saying that we're not just going to wing it still. Mm-hmm. But instead of us not being able to think of something, at least I'm going to just take notes of things that I thought were interesting or funny or just things that I would like to talk about. And, yeah, so, I mean, and we can start off with a little something serious. So I think it was last night, this guy named Cody Balmer in Pennsylvania, he literally lives like 5 or 10 minutes away from the governor's mansion there. The governor of Pennsylvania is Josh Shapiro, and he somehow managed to jump over the fence, evade security and all forms of it, cross over their long, big-ass yard. That scared me. Was that the dryer?
Yeah,
okay.
The washer.
Oh, the washer. Damn it, that motherfucker is wringing the shit out those clothes, boy.
Almost done.
God damn it. I'm tired of that. I fucking hate that. I wish that didn't interrupt me, sorry. I thought somebody was knocking real loud at first.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, who the fuck's here? The police? So shit, they're knocking down the door.
They're funny.
So, yeah, sorry, guys, if you can hear that stupid-ass washer in the background. Anyway, he managed to jump over the fence, avoid security and all fucking matters of it, cross this huge-ass yard, make it to the mansion, broke a window with a rock or something, I'm assuming, and had carried maybe in a bag. Obviously, he had probably had to carry in a bag 2 40-ounce Heineken bottles of gasoline and threw 2 Molotov cocktails into the mansion, setting it on fire with every attempt of murdering the governor. He even told police after he was detained that if he would have found the governor sleeping in there when he was in there, that he would have smashed his head in with a hammer and killed him.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy as fuck, dude.
And they found the guy?
Yeah, I guess I don't think he made it out of there without them because it is the governor's mansion, so they constantly have like police patrolling it. Mm-hmm. And I guess he was just able to manage to sneak in or sneak past them while they weren't there or between patrols.
Did he hurt anybody?
No. The governor and his family got woken up by the police because obviously it's big enough they were away from that room to where they didn't like wake up from the smell of smoke or anything.
Right. Or
actually, the police woke them up and got them out of the house in time. So nobody was injured, thank God.
Uh-huh.
But then the news was trying to insinuate that it was like some radical MAGA fucking terrorist and shit, and that he may have attacked the governor based off of his Jewish heritage because, fucking Israel and Palestine, whatever, fucking all that bullshit, right?
Right.
So, but Benny Johnson, on his podcast today, they went over all of his Facebook posts. They seen that he had never donated to either party, the Democrats or the Republicans, and on his Facebook, he's, goddamn, I don't know if they're picking that shit up.
I don't think so.
Okay, because that is loud. But they, goddamn, it's so loud. I fucking...
You just get you're so distracted.
Sorry, it's hard, bro. It's like loud as fuck. Like, oh my God. It's like
It's like you've never heard a washer before.
that doesn't sound like a washing machine. That's like this. That's what it sounds like, guys. If you can't fucking hear it, it sounds crazy.
I really don't think they can hear it.
So, well, they fucking know what's going on because I'm telling them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I guess he had posted that he was a socialist, like a self-proclaimed socialist, and that he had made many Facebook posts talking shit and going against Democrats and the Republican Party, making fun of them, you know, spreading his hatred for them, spreading like anarchist views and stuff online, and you know, so he really isn't on any political spectrum. He's like an anarchist. He don't want governance. He wants to just to be lawless and shit, like a fucking crazy motherfucker.
Yeah.
And the fucking left-wing media is out here trying to like hint that he's some fucking right-wing extremist, you know, that like attacked him for being Jewish and shit. Like, dude, we have enough psychotic fucking liberals out here attacking fucking innocent conservative men and women on a daily basis over the internet, in person, all over the fucking country, maybe in the world. We don't need the fucking media fucking trying to make us out to be even worse than we are when we're not even bad. Obviously, we're just normal men and women, right? But it's like these people are already so deranged and psychotic, bro. Like, I was just watching a video earlier when I was picking Colson up about this lady. I can't remember her fucking name. I wish I did, but I can't. She was this really big black girl that was in New York. And this young lady and her husband do street interviews for their podcast or their channel. And they were doing a street interview. The lady seemed super nice. She was giving her a compliment on the interviewer's like dress and everything. It was going super well. But then she started asking her about Planned Parenthood and how they get like $700 million or some shit from her.
What the heck?
Or $70 million or something crazy like that. I think it was like $700 million of our taxpayer money and shit. And she was like, "Wow, that's crazy, but you know, I ain't talking bad about them because I love Planned Parenthood and I think we need Planned Parenthood." And it started like they almost started getting into like a big kind of like an argument about it. And yeah, the interviewer probably should have tried to be a little less biased. Like, yeah, I'm totally in agreement with her 100%, but it's like you are going to start confrontations with people if you're like straight up trying to argue with them in broad daylight or like during an interview and shit. You're, especially if you know anything about liberals, they can't handle being told or that you just even disagree with them on anything, let alone like feel like any type of hostile. And I'm not saying that she was hostile, but you know, like it doesn't take a lot for these people to get set off.
Not at all.
No. This bitch is crazy, bro. She was like, "You don't think it's wrong to kill children, babies?" And she's like, "No, not if we don't want them." And she's like, "So what, we should just kill all the children in foster care?" And she said, "Yeah, why not?" This crazy bitch said that we should just kill the kids in foster care.
In the foster care?
Yeah, because nobody wants them. Why do we need them? This is what this crazy lady said.
What the
And
hell?
then, so the interviewer didn't agree with her. So this big bitch just fucking hauled off and punched her in the face. Broad daylight. And I think it's been a couple weeks now and shit, but the internet actually found her. Fucking, like, started harassing her all on in the internet, TikTok, all that good shit. Like, the internet does, thank God. And then she tried to make a video fucking pleading her innocence, trying to claim that the lady rage baited her and she was in the right state of mind and all this fucking victim claiming bullshit.
Victim mentality.
Yeah, she's trying to play victim when she assaulted the fucking young lady. And I guess she just got found and they charged her with like assault and other shit like that and arrested her. I think it was just like probably like 3 or 4 days ago. So,
Good.
yeah, good. Like, thank God. Justice
Yeah.
is finally being served in this fucking country. It's like, do we have 4 years of fucking insane policies, people committing crimes all over the fucking country, killing people, burning shit down, assaulting people, destroying shit or whatever, right?
Yeah, there's been way too many protests.
Yeah, protest after protest, like,
And not peacefully.
and not peaceful, even though the fucking CNN and MSNBC like to claim it may be mostly peaceful protest. When shit is on fire and people are dying or being assaulted in any way, it's not peaceful.
No.
Okay?
Not at
The
all.
only way a fire's fucking peaceful if it's in your campsite. All right?
Right.
If you're not roasting fucking marshmallows over it, it's not a peaceful fire.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And
Not
you're
at
burning
all.
Teslas down and
I just seen the guy who burnt a Tesla and started a fire at a Tesla dealership. Just got arrested this morning.
Oh,
Or it was
wow.
yesterday.
Good. Yeah, I bet that stupid bitch. Like, these people are, like, holding these guys up as heroes. Like that dude fucking Luigi Mangione or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He, like, killed that CEO, billionaire.
United Healthcare.
Yeah, like a couple months ago or some shit.
Yeah.
And they're, like, holding him up to be, like, he's some type of hero. Like, no, he's a fucking murderer. Like, that guy may deserve prison, maybe. I don't know him, the CEO. He might have done corrupt stuff. I don't know. I don't know enough about him, right? But he was in the pharmaceutical industry, I'm pretty sure,
I don't
right?
think it was about him.
No.
I don't think it was about him. I think it was the message
No,
to
no,
all
no. What it was that I heard is that I think he was supposed to be testifying about something.
Yeah.
And he had dirt on people, and he was supposed to be testifying, and so they had put a hit on him,
Yeah.
is what it was. And then they made it out to be like some political activist thing, like you were just saying, to make him out to be like a statement to the billionaires and those people like that, right? But conservatives don't like violence, like when it's like that. Like we will be the first people to defend ourselves, and because we stand for the fucking Second Amendment, and we'll defend ourselves, and we believe in being strong men and not pretending to be fucking women or dogs or cats or whatever the fuck else they're pretending.
I just think that whole situation doesn't make a lot of sense. Like the way he got caught and just had the gun and a manifesto in his backpack, and he was just chilling at a McDonald's.
Well,
that doesn't.
Everything is not what it seems.
That sounds so far-fetched.
It does. Like in a completely different city or state or something.
Yeah, all the way across the country.
Yeah, like, and they just I would never recognize that guy. I would never assume this guy is here in his fucking pajamas eating McDonald's in the morning at a completely different state. Like, oh, didn't I just see that guy? I would not even assume it was him.
Not even
and
a
the
little
guy
bit.
just seen him, like, he looks like that guy. Like,
some restaurant employee.
He didn't.
No.
He had a hoodie on or some shit. Like, he didn't even look like himself.
Not at all.
Not saying it wasn't him, but I would not have recognized him.
I'm not saying that it wasn't him either, but if it comes to find out later that it was somebody else, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Right. I mean, he's been in there a while, so
yeah.
I mean, it's got to be him. I'm pretty sure it is him, but I don't think it was coincidence. Like you said, I think it was some type of setup.
Yeah, there's no
some
way
type of conspiracy
you wouldn't
going
get rid
on.
of the gun. Why would you carry a fucking written manifesto about killing the guy?
Right, exactly.
After you already did it? That doesn't even make sense. You
No,
would get rid of all of that.
I mean, a smart criminal would.
The guy wasn't dumb.
He clearly was.
I mean, he might have mental issues.
He was smart enough to get away with it. No, he was highly educated.
That's what I'm saying. He was highly educated. He was smart.
He was very highly educated.
So why would he?
But he wasn't a good criminal. So
no.
But it's just like street smarts and book smarts, right?
Yeah.
You can be fucking Albert Einstein and book smart, but be fucking somebody fucking retarded. You could be like Peter Griffin when it comes to street smarts, being a criminal. But then you still act and do criminal shit. And, you know, like, don't do criminal shit if you ain't going to be smart enough. So, to me, he is too educated and too smart, I believe, to have done all of those things so poorly.
Yeah.
And the chance of him being spotted, like, immediately, like that, just, it all seems so far-fetched.
Like, he should have been
I don't
in Mexico
think it was real.
or Canada or, like, across the country.
No, I agree 100%. He definitely...
Across the world. Like,
I mean, he went across the country, but I would have definitely
he
lost
should have went
the
across
country.
the world.
Like, you don't have to have identification to leave the country.
Yeah.
You only, like, to Mexico, really, you could have a fake ID if you had one,
Right.
and just go to Mexico, because it's like,
Yeah.
if you don't plan on coming back,
Right.
you don't need
Don't
a
come back.
passport. Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here.
Exactly.
You know, that's what I would do. Get the fuck down the road.
Exactly.
And, no, but it's just crazy, you know, like, but, like, people look up to him. Like, he is he's a liberal hero. Like, the left love this guy. They love him like they used to love Elon Musk.
I know. It just doesn't make any sense.
Like, if that fucking Luigi dude came out saying that he voted for Trump, oh, dude, they'd hate that guy instantly, too.
Oh, shit. They'd probably be fucking suicide.
They'd be like, you're a murdering son of a bitch, even though we just praised you and shit.
I swear.
Yeah, for being a murdering son of a bitch.
People are so overdramatic.
Oh, yeah, they're insane, dude. So, yeah, it's just crazy. Like, they praise fucking murderers. They play victims. They assault people when they question their way of thinking, right? Or their complete outlook on anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, great, question me. You should. Me and you question each other all the time. We argue about things all the time, you know, and let's prove it. Look it up, right?
Right.
Because we like to think for ourselves. Like, there are things that I'm just like, oh, okay, that's interesting because I don't know shit about it.
Mm-hmm.
But if I feel like I know something about something, and you believe you know something about that, but it's not the same thing, or it contradicts what I believe, what do?
You just look it up.
We research it,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
We get loud debates,
Yeah.
right? But we ain't beating the shit out of each other over it.
No.
That'd be fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
You know? But that's what they fucking do, bro.
I know.
If they believed fucking you mixing yellow and green, yellow and blue together made purple and not green, they would fucking fight you if you told them it made green and not fucking purple.
Yeah.
It's insane. Even if you proved it to them.
Yeah, they get so mad.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, it's idiotic. So, yeah, it's crazy what's going out there. So, like, that's why we always tell everybody, be safe out there. You know, we know there's a lot of crazy people out there. And if you support any political party or politician in general, or any person that might be on one side or the other or politically incorrect, you know, you could be the next victim. I was assaulted not just, just past year by a good friend of mine I've known for a long time. He was one of my mentors for a very short period of time. He's actually famous in the industry. Good guy. I'm not going to mention his name, but because we squashed it, I have no issue with them. But he was going through some stuff, and we went to Travis's birthday party, and it was at this hotel bar.
Yeah.
And came in. I'm wearing a Trump shirt. I'm wearing a Trump hat. I got Colson with me, and we're there checking out the menu and stuff for the bar because we're probably going to have the after party there for the tattoo convention.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's Travis's birthday. Travis is running late as fucking usual, and we're all there. It's Amber and Raquel and this person, their wife, and somebody else may have been there. I think Lily was there, who is Amber's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And he just is like instantly mad at what I'm wearing. Instantly.
Yeah.
Like just talking shit the whole time. And I'm just ignoring it, like getting frustrated because it's like, dude, why are you trying to attack me because you don't agree with me? I didn't say anything to you. Just because I'm wearing this should not hurt your feelings.
Oh, it does.
It does, but it shouldn't. And you're trying to say I was I was deplorable or all types of crazy shit. He was just trying to get under my skin and irritate my soul. And he was literally trying to like claim like facts about things that he didn't have any evidence to back up. I didn't have any evidence to back up. And even if, or to argue with them, plus we're not having a debate. Why the fuck are you yelling at me about your views and trying to say all these things that has happened, like about the 2020 election? Like, he lost. It went to court over it. Like, all of these judges and all of this stuff all said there was no fraud, and there, which has been proven to be wrong. There's a shit ton of fraud out there. People are still going to prison right now over election fraud. Like, and not just the presidential, but for congressional and for mayoral seats and everything in the country.
Yeah.
You know? And so it's like, why are you mad at me? And I just kept saying, bro, Trump lost. He lost that even if I believe he won, he's not president right now.
Right.
So why the fuck are you mad?
Yeah.
Right? Like, it doesn't matter if I believe it or not. Right. You don't have to believe it, and I don't get mad at you for not believing it. Right?
Exactly.
And I just get sick of his shit, bro. Like, I end up snapping on him, and I just, like, look right at him, and I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like that, multiple times, over and over. Like, I said, no one came here for you, bro. No one gives a fuck if you're here or not. Nobody came here for you. We're here for Travis. So shut the fuck up, dude. And this motherfucker just he couldn't even control himself. He fucking threw his fucking vodka at me like I broke up with him and shit. I swear to God, bro. Like, it's like when you break up with a chick on a date. He threw his fucking vodka at me and he fucking storms off. And I have Coley right here next to me and he's on this side. So I'm like this, trying to block Colson from any fucking thing. And I'm like this, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And I get up and he storms off out of the hotel and fucking leaves. And I'm like, bro, like, one, we're supposed to be friends. Two, I have my son here who's your nephew on his mom's side. And you're going to fucking not just insult me and get in my face, but you're going to actually assault me with your fucking alcohol, like, in front of your nephew. Like, there's some bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and his wife came back later on that night, apologized, and it was like, dude, I'm okay. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know he was going to feel that type of way. Like, I knew he was like a Democrat or a liberal, and that's fine. Like, I've been in the shop while he's tattooing, and he's having big debates with clients, and we'll sit there and listen. Like, I want to know your beliefs and your views and why you believe the things you believe. That's great, because I can't have a true perspective of what I believe without seeing the perspective of the other side.
Yeah. Right?
And so I never once got mad at him or raised my voice or told him he was wrong or anything. Mm-hmm. And he ended up apologizing to me at the tattoo convention, and you know, it's like, yeah, we do want the same things, and we might feel like there's a different way to get there, and your view might think that the way of getting there is this way, and I think this way. Mm-hmm. I mean, and that's all there is to it. Like I said, I'm not going to mention who he is, but you know, it did happen. And it is what it is. Like, I still wear my Trump shit out. I still do what I got to do. Like, but, you know, usually I keep a pistol on me now. Yeah. When I do, like, I usually do well anyway, but like now I make sure, like, I got that bitch gripping that motherfucker. Like, if I'm out in public and I got Trump shit on, like, I'm watching everybody. Like, nah, people bitch. I seen a video of these fucking like 3-4 grown ass men beating the shit out of this young lady for wearing a Trump hat, like beating the dog shit out of her. Wow. Yeah, and she was a young little lady, bro. She probably was like maybe 20, maybe. And these are all fucking full grown ass fucking dudes beating the shit out of her over wearing a Trump hat. Wow. So it's like, I went to jail. Yeah, I hope they fucking went to prison. I hope they get raped in there. And that's sorry. Right. I said, oh, sorry, you beat up on little fucking girls because you can't fucking handle somebody having an opposing view as you, bro. I hope you get treated worse in prison than you treated that little girl, and and I hope you feel the fear she felt that day, and that's just why I always got to keep that shit on me, bro. When I'm out in public like that, I just don't trust people. Like, if I can't trust my own friends to not attack me, how the fuck am I expecting to trust some stranger out on the street?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I don't know if you heard about it, but says YouTuber Officer Tatum, he's like a right-wing activist. He goes out to different universities and stuff. He was just at this university a few weeks ago, and a group of people came in and, like, attacked them, like, started, like, breaking signs and knocking shit over, and, like, the police were there and literally didn't do anything about it. He was saying...
Was it at a college campus?
Yeah.
And they just completely tore down and dragged it through? Yeah.
Yeah, and the cops didn't do nothing about it.
They're just standing there walking.
Yeah, just walking. And he's like... And this guy's an ex-cop. He's like, this is the worst cop... Like, the worst cops I've ever seen in my life. Like, he was just grateful no one touched him because he was ready to fucking shoot him.
Right.
He's like, I was gripping my pistol.
Yeah, and they would have made him out to be some fucking terrible monster.
Yeah, terrible fucking black man killing.
Right. They'll finally sit there and try to say a black man's evil on camera.
Oh, yeah.
If he's wearing a MAGA hat.
Exactly.
No matter all of the good that he's done.
Oh, yeah. And
but,
this guy's
dude, did you just see?
Dude.
I think they fucking just let Carmelo, what the fuck is that kid's name?
Carmelo Anthony.
Was it Carmelo Anthony?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah, because he got the same exact name.
Yeah, the best.
Yeah, so Carmelo Anthony just got released from jail.
That's insane.
Yeah. Like, after he stabbed it. Yeah, they said that the judge is trying to be lax on him and let him out of jail. Maybe just into the trial.
Yeah.
But still, it's like this people stop saying he's accused of murder. He did murder.
Yeah, he murdered.
I don't care if it was self-defense or not, because, yeah, maybe if it was self-defense and you can actually prove it without a shadow of a doubt that he had to stab that kid, Austin Metcalf, to survive or whatever, or he was in actual fear for his life. If they can't prove that, then they can't claim self-defense.
They can't, bro.
I know
I've watched videos of people that tell the exact, multiple eyewitness testimonies. No, it was Officer Tatum, that guy. He waited a few days to make a video about it so he could get the actual police reports from the situation. And there's multiple eyewitness accounts of him, like, arguing with the guy and holding his hand in the bag, telling him that if he touches him, he's going to kill him. And as soon as he, like, put his hand on him, he immediately pulled the knife out and stabbed him in the chest.
Oh, shit.
So it's like he didn't even attack the guy.
Right.
He just was trying
to, like, bro, get off my chair.
So the guy wasn't supposed to be at this school at all. He was wearing a outfit from a completely different school. Like, he didn't even go to that school.
Right. But were they, like, competing against each other, or he was just there for shits and giggles?
He might have been They might have been competing, like, but he wasn't on, like, the team.
Yeah. Or it was like that.
I don't think.
Teams?
Yeah.
Oh, so he was just maybe there for support of the other school.
Yeah, but he wasn't even supposed to be on this side of the bleachers at all. Right. He was asked to leave.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Either way,
by
even
coaches.
If he had every right to be there or any of that, like, bro, fucking fight this dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, beat his ass. And you get jumped, bro. Get fucking jumped.
Dude, this kid
Come back with your brothers and beat their ass back.
This kid had history of getting suspended for bringing a knife to school before.
I mean, like I said, it sucks. I mean, people say he's a good kid and he might have this or never get in trouble. I don't know. But I do know he brought a knife to a school with students to a track meet, and out of nowhere, I mean, essentially nowhere, literally without actual cause, no immediate threat to his life, killed and took another kid's life, and pleading self-defense and the media with this fucking race baiting, trying to divide and separate us bullshit, are sitting here trying to say the boy that was accused of killing a 17-year-old, he's not accused. He murdered him.
Yeah.
It happened.
Seriously.
Accused is if we're like, hey, that guy killed somebody and there was no eyewitnesses, no evidence, and
Right.
you can't even find a person that was killed, like, or weapon or anything. Like, no, that's not the case. Like, he 100% without a doubt killed the kid, and you're trying to act as if he's just being accused because he's black and Austin is white, and now making the victim out to be like he's the bad guy. It's fucking horseshit. Like,
yeah, seriously.
And they just constantly are doing this, bro. Like they won't. I don't get it. Like, I literally just don't. Like, if Carmelo Anthony was like wearing a MAGA hat, oh yeah, believe me, he'd be fucking. They'd be trying to persecute that little kid to fucking
thrown
death.
under the jail.
Oh yeah, fuck, dude, they'd be
in the hole.
Yeah, they would dig the hole deeper just to throw him in it. Like,
they'd probably
you know what I'm saying?
try to
Like,
charge him fucking death penalty or something.
yeah, oh
Like,
yeah, yeah.
seriously.
They'd be like, you get life in prison, and then you're gonna get your head fucking. You're getting killed like in 10 years or some shit.
Right. Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
Yeah, for real. But it's just a bunch of bullshit, dude. Like, I just hate the race separation thing. It's like, I never really dealt with it, like, personally and shit, especially us being from, like, Michigan. It's not, like, heavy racism here, especially at least when we were growing up. Like, I never even seen, like, any racial act at all until I was an adult. And generally, it's from black people against white people, proclaiming hatred towards white people.
Oh,
or
yeah.
wanting to, like, or having some type of, I can't even think of the word right now, but just like some opinion of white people just because they're white and shit, like a stereotype. You know, they got white stereotypes. They they think that they can bully them and they ain't gonna do shit and all types of shit, dude. Like, you know, like I used to have to straight go crazy on people at Big Guns when I worked there, because, like, especially, you know, I was a little smaller and shit back then, and when the black girls would come in there with their boyfriends, bro, them bitches would be getting loud as hell over nothing. They're like, look, piercings were $20 back then,
Right.
you know. And they're like, can I get a deal? It's already $20. And I would tell them that. I'd be like, it's already $20. Like, you can't afford $20. You don't need a piercing.
Yeah.
And they'll get mad as fuck, like, fuck you, white boy. It's because I'm black, ain't it? Blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, bitch, get your ass the fuck up out of here.
Right.
Like, or like, soon as you fucking want to pull any race card or trying to get hostile, you automatically lost any ability to get service here.
Yeah,
Take your ass
seriously.
to fucking K-Dubs and get fucking molested, because that's what that motherfucker likes to do. Go, like, just go anywhere. Go find a piercing for cheaper than $20.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's literally not gonna happen.
No.
Like, and it shouldn't even have been $20, but that's just what the price was. It is what it is.
Right.
You know, but and this when I was real young, but like, yeah, Big Guns is like, damn, bro, why you gotta be so hostile? Because I was like, you know, they're gonna try and fucking walk all over me and shit because I'm white, dude. He was like, yeah, you right. They gonna try you. Yeah, of course. They always are trying me.
Yeah.
Like, always fucking want to try me. Like, yeah, you might fucking get the better of me, motherfucker. That's why I got this fucking banger on me, boy. Like,
Right.
let's
Exactly.
see what fucking happens. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that person that has to kill anybody ever.
Yeah.
Right? But I ain't gonna let no motherfuckers jump me. I'm gonna let you. You know, you as soon as you get to trying, you know, I'm not gonna haul off and kill you, but I'm gonna let you know, like, hey, this is what's gonna happen if we continue down this path.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
But yeah, genuinely, dude, when people are rude, and I never even get to the violent part, like, unless they're trying to talk violence. But even nowadays, like, when Loco, when he used to work for me, you know, he's so damn nice. People would come in, just be rude as fuck. And it's usually black girls.
It is,
especially, they like immediately came in and they were like, y'all don't got no black men working here, y'all must be racist. Like, girl, shut the fuck up, for one. You know how many of my black friends that I fucking had tried to get to work at my shop, and they just couldn't because of their family and personal lives and shit? And my one homie, Noob, had literally moved out of town because of shit he had going on. So it's like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, for one.
Yeah, seriously.
And then she like started complaining about the jewelry size, wanted it like long. She wanted tongue rings in her nipples, and like she had like real tiny nipples, I guess, and wanted big ass fucking gaudy tongue rings because her friend had like big tongue ring size jewelry bars in her nipples, but she had bigger nipples. And Loco's like, no, that's not gonna work for you. Like and she just like started just to run in her fucking mouth, and I'm like, dude, kick that bitch out, like,
right.
Like, you know, because he let me know after it happened and shit, and I wasn't there. And I'm like, bro, you don't let people disrespect you.
Yeah, seriously.
You fucking, if they come in the shop and they want to be disrespectful for any reason, especially off rip immediately,
right?
You say, you're free to go before I call the police. You're not getting service here. And if you refuse to, I'm going to call the fucking police. Like, and that's all there is to it. Because I would rather have the police handle it and then it get to some type of violent or deadly altercation.
Yeah, exactly.
But if that's what it has to be, it is what it has to be. But God forbid I ever have to kill anybody.
Right.
And I don't want that. Like, dude, I will be famous for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
I will be at the look over shoulder the rest of my life if I have to shoot some young black dude or a black woman or anything over, because they will call me, I'll be the racist. They'd be calling me racist and Trump fucking right-wing extremist shop owner. My shit will be burned down.
I was going to say, don't you have like black or Mexican people working at the other shop? And like,
yeah, I have
you've always worked with them.
I got a black kid that works for me at Studio X named Terrence. Obviously, I had Zeb that just worked there, who's Mexican as shit.
Yeah.
Literally, I had my homie.
You said you worked for Big Guns for years.
Yeah, who was a big Mexican motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
and he had all sorts of people
I worked for
in his
Little
shop.
Man, who is literally a black man, whose shop used to be in the ghetto.
Yeah.
Like, and all the clients were black. Like, I'm the least.
Wasn't it off of like Flushing Road or no?
Yeah, it was off Clio.
Yep.
Yeah.
I drove by there.
And I was the least, I'm probably one of the least racist fucking people you'll ever meet.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like, but I will, I'll if I'm like, get your black ass out of here, it's because you're black, not because because I'm racist. 'Cause I don't give a fuck if you're fucking white. I'd say get your white ass out of here. If you were really fat, I'd say get your fat ass out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I don't give a fuck. Like, if I just said get your ass out of here, it just doesn't. To me, it don't have that
right.
That little punch. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck up out my shop with your disrespectful people.
Here's a funny question: have you ever had like a older white gay man come in and start flirting with you?
No.
Oh, lucky.
I have had gay people hit on me before. I've had this gay black kid that came into Big Guns before with all his friends, and he came to get his belly button piercing and shit, and he was like trying to hit on. I'm like, nah, bro, we ain't going that way, my dog.
Dude, I did this window for this older white guy that was friends with Corey, and me and Barry ended up doing the window. And like 2 weeks later, he came back and gave me a gift card to Applebee's. It was like the weirdest shit ever, dude. It was not normal.
Thought he was a baddie.
No, I just used it on me and Malia.
Hey, I mean, he thought he was a baddie, but he's really just a daddy. So he took his daughter out to eat with the old man's money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sound like Chop.
No, I didn't do anything for it. It's funny.
Yeah.
No.
That's fucking hilarious.
Say, we get tips all the time. 90% of the tips I'd give to the boys. Because they don't make as much as me.
Well, yeah, I mean, which is good. I mean,
yeah, pretty much almost all the tips I just give to them.
Yeah, that's very jazz. That's just like, I don't do many walk-ins. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's like the same thing.
Yeah, I generally only do walk-ins if they cannot do the tattoo.
Right.
Or they're all busy and I have to do it. Like, that's it. Other than that, and
sometimes
do the tattoos.
If it's like a easy job and we're like had a busy day and I don't want to do anything, I want to just sit there, I'll let Barry and Willie do it and just keep the money.
Right. It might as well.
Yeah, because like if I'm not helping, or I'll make them give me like $10 or $20 for supplies, and then let them keep the rest.
Yeah. I mean, me, if I was you, I'd be like, look,
right,
y'all got to go get your own clients.
Yeah, I mean, these are people that just like show up.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, like, look, you tell Barry and Willie, look, you got to get your own business cards to say Dave's Auto Glass on it, glass repair or whatever by Barry and by Willie, whatever. Get your own clients. When they come in, you guys do the jobs, and you guys get 50% of all of the jobs. But with any of the jobs that are just walk-ins or just come in, or they call my phone and they come in specifically for just our shop, the business, those are jobs that you'll get a small percentage of, or you'll just pay them your normal rate for.
Right.
Right? And now what that does isn't, it might not because they're potheads and young and lazy, but any normal person with any motivation or drive, they would now be motivated to now try to increase the revenue of clients coming into the shop. And now you're getting guaranteed half of all of these new clients coming in based off of that. Plus you're getting the same majority of the money for all the clients you already have and retain anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that is what you should do, but it is something to think about in the future, because it don't harm anything.
No, it don't.
It really don't. Say, hey guys, get your own clients, like your own entity inside of an entity, just like a tattoo shop.
Right.
You get your clients, you do this, blah, 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 you get them, you do the work. Even make them pay for the fucking supplies if you have to. Say, pay for the equipment, the supplies, all that shit, and you'll get, 50% of the equipment, or pay for half the supplies or whatever.
Right.
Right? And then you'll get 50% of it, I get 50%.
Generally, it's like the most expensive thing that I have to buy like regularly is glass cleaner. And it's not, I know, that sounds crazy, right?
You literally clean glass, no.
I know, but that's like the most expensive thing I have to buy regularly. But it's because it comes in a 5-gallon bucket and it's like $80.
That is not helping.
What? Oh,
that did not quench my thirst at all. It just made me thirstier.
It's because it's salty.
I know, I hate it.
Should have grabbed the regular water.
I should have, son of a gun. So yeah, that's crazy. But hey, man, you ever think about it? It's probably be a good way to increase revenue. Fucking benefit Barry and Willie, and you'd benefit from it. But yeah. Oh, damn it. So I seen this thing the other day. I wish I would have looked more into it, and I really need to, and we'll probably come back into it after I do. But it was a clip showing how Black Ops 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 predicted the future of right now. Talking about in the story of the game, there was some confrontation with China over tariffs or some shit, right? And it turned into an all-out type of war or some shit. And it was a war against China and America, and it started over tariffs. And right now,
I don't remember that.
Yeah, they were showing clips of it. It was something, I don't know if it was exactly tariffs, but I think it was. They were showing it. This was for Black Ops 2, so obviously this is years and years ago. And then they had...
I played Black Ops 2 a lot.
And then they were talking about some this chip, this. It's almost like a microchip, but it's has a different name. And they're like, oh yeah, this in the game. They was talking about how they just created this chip and it does this or whatever. And then just recently, this company did create that microchip, with the same name and everything, the same use for it and everything. Created this device, and there's some other shit too. We'll have to look more into it. But it is crazy. Call of Duty is now trying to turn into The Simpsons. It's the new Simpsons.
I did look into that chip thing a little bit more. It's a silicone-free computer chip. Yes, they invented it, but it's kind of like how Microsoft invented that new quantum processor. Like, yes, it's a thing, but it's completely unusable. There is no practical use for it in the moment. There will be in the future,
right?
But at the moment, there's
it might have been
no
some
use.
like I don't remember the name. It might have been the word quantum. Honestly, I don't fucking remember.
I know it's some sort of silicone-free,
but
or silicon.
It is crazy that it was the exact name and of title use of the chip in the game was the exact same name that it was in real life.
I ain't played Black Ops 2 a whole lot, but I played Ghost. I don't know if you remember Call of Duty Ghost.
Yeah, of course.
I probably beat that one like 5 times. I love that story mode.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love Call of Duty. Call of Duty's the shit, dude. Like, I haven't got to play it in a minute just because, like, I do get tired of the repetitive, constantly doing the same exact
the
same maps over and over and over and over and over. And no matter how long I play and how many times I try, I suck at Call of Duty. It's a hot take.
So inconsistent, dude. Like one day I'll be like right up there with Chris on the leaderboard the whole time, and then the next day I'll be like with you and on the bottom.
I'm like the bottom 3 almost every time. Once in a while I get up to the top 3. Sometimes I am at
I usually stay top 3 to 5.
If I'm playing with our cousins,
the
chance of me being at top is like 1 in 100. Especially with Chris.
Yeah,
Chris is insanely good.
Yeah, Chris is, but the thing about Chris is he's consistently good. Yeah, he's good all the time.
Good.
I'm good
and
sometimes.
It's like, bro, what the fuck?
It's because he plays almost every day. Every time you get on, that motherfucker's on.
He's had to play since the
He's
first
probably
Call of
got like fucking 6,000, 8,000 hours in Call of Duty.
Oh, that's probably nothing. He probably have way more.
And I'm talking about the newest version.
Oh, yeah. Because him and Crystal, dude, they will be leveling up at like 10 times faster than me.
But like, Crystal's not that good.
Crystal's
okay.
Good.
She's okay.
But compared to me, she's way good.
Yeah.
But compared to Chris, she's like me.
Yeah, I was gonna say she was never on the top of the leaderboard all the time.
No, but she's not really. She's not bad at all.
Not bad.
But
I noticed
like she's definitely like around you. She's like she'd be really good or like not so good.
Yeah, the map makes a big difference for me. The map and the game mode. I hate slow paced big maps. I would literally play fucking. What's that? Shipment. I would play Shipment 24/7.
No, I hate
Shipment. I would play that over and over again.
Where I could finally get
and I'd
hidden
get
in the spot
60
where
kills.
I get Bro, I've had over like 100 and something deaths so many times.
What?
In Shipment.
No way.
Yeah, bro. Because
I've gotten like 60 plus kills, but no way.
I probably could win an award for
the
how
most
many
deaths.
instant deaths in a row.
Insane.
Like instant deaths.
You gotta move.
No, there's no moving.
Jesus Christ.
Instant you spawn in, I'm dead. Before I even fully see like that I can move, I'm already dead again.
I don't know, bro.
Like
that's
because
bad luck.
people would just be shooting everywhere.
I played
and they're
Shipment.
always
You gotta
spawning
be moving.
you near.
That's what I love. It's like fast,
it would
fast,
literally
fast,
be
fast.
5 to 10 times in a row. Pow, 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 before I finally get at least 1 second to move.
That's crazy.
Because I'll hold my joystick forward
I don't
to try
know
to get
about
out of
that.
there. I swear to God.
I've never had that. I've died like maybe twice, 2 or 3 times, but never like 5+ times.
Then I'm throwing grenades and shit.
Yeah, you got to do that a lot.
And then if it blows up my teammates, then I die again.
I don't play hardcore. Fuck that.
Yeah. So,
I don't play hardcore.
Yeah, because that's all they play is hardcore.
I know. I don't really like hardcore either.
That's how I would die.
I do like hard. I did once we played it for a while. I did start liking the fact that you could kill people like way fucking faster. Yeah. It's like less than half the time.
Yeah. It's like one shot most of the time.
Yeah, it's so much faster. I did like that, but I could not stand.
But you die that fast too.
Which still was okay to me. The only part that I cannot deal with is the team killing. I hate player
that,
killing.
But that's what makes it hard, yeah.
That shit drove me nuts. I would kill so many of you guys on accident.
Yeah.
And then you guys would kill me all the time too.
All the time.
It's so bad.
But that's how I die so many times on shit. Yeah. Because we playing that on hard.
No. See, I never played it on hardcore. See, that's probably way worse.
It's not where you have a chance to get shot time to run. No.
No. Yeah. See, no, that sounds like it's way worse.
Once and you're dead.
Yeah. I've never played it on hardcore.
You're getting hit by stray bullets.
See, I mostly played Shipment and just Warzone.
Oh yeah, we used.
I played a lot of Warzone, but I never
Fuck
played that
Warzone,
map
no.
that you guys played. What was it like, Verdansk or?
Oh yeah,
the-
or something like.
It was Verdansk was the island. I played the 2 smaller islands. I don't know,
Yeah, I haven't played in a while,
dude. I
Since,
can't either.
Since
Me
we
either.
started, we played that Crime Boss game.
Yeah,
Since right before then, I haven't played Call of Duty
I haven't played Call of Duty.
because I played
Last time I
that.
played with you, which I can't even remember.
Damn, because we started playing Crime Boss.
What did you play? Were we playing something before that? No, I was just playing games on my Xbox.
I don't remember what we were playing before that. I remember we were playing Crime Boss, and then you started playing like Spider-Man, and I started playing Assassin's Creed.
Right. Yeah, we've been playing those.
So I've been playing the new Assassin's
I
Creed.
spent, like-
You've just been playing Spider-Man.
I spent like
over
2
and over.
hours doing like almost all the side missions.
Oh, are you done with story mode?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
I got 4 or 5 missions left, and I haven't done like any of the side quests at all. So I spent like 2 hours getting almost all of them done.
Oh, okay.
So I still got it. I did all of the ones that you can do as Miles. I just have to do the ones as Peter now.
Oh, okay. Hey, you're kicking
Miles
his
are the
ass.
best ones. Or Miles better for like the hunters. And shit. So
that
I just stuck
lightning
with him.
ability is the fucking best shit in the world. Like,
Yeah, and being able to turn invisible.
oh, dude,
pretty
turning
helpful.
invisible saves the shit out of you.
So it's pretty fucking helpful.
Except for the hunters suck when they hit you
Bro,
with
when
that
you
thing,
get-
and then
and
you're
then you-
like, yeah. Oh.
I noticed that if you're doing one of like the big things and you get caught, there's no fucking hiding and running away. It's bullshit.
Yeah,
They will fucking find you, and
Yeah.
it's so gay.
yeah. They just have like a little thing and it shoots everywhere, and they're like, oh, there he fucking is. He's not visible no more.
So fucked up.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
You can take out the dogs and everything, and it doesn't matter.
It's like the first, just the Miles Morales game. Oh, dude, invisible every fucking chance.
Oh,
you
yeah.
get. Oh, I got caught. I'm invisible.
Invisible and hide away.
Yep.
Gone.
And they're just like,
Can't find you. Well,
yeah,
where'd
and
you
it's
go?
because it's a video game. You know, they're dumb. They're like, Spider-Man's here. And then 2 minutes later, they're like, oh, well. And they just go back to what they were doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, I don't see him no more.
they put
So.
way more work into the full game.
Oh, yeah. That game.
It's way different.
It's long as shit, too.
And
like,
I mean, it is, but it really isn't. If you played consistently, I guarantee you could probably beat the game in like 3 days.
right, but I'm saying, it's still a long game, dude. You got a shit ton of missions.
31 missions.
Yeah, like, that's a lot for fucking
It is a decent one.
Spider-Man
and
game.
But there's not a lot of side quests,
No.
but there's a lot of side activities.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, little shit to do while
Yeah.
you're just swinging through the city.
A whole lot of
Collecting
shit.
And then the fucking...
Yeah, the spider bots,
The
the
Mysterio
photos,
things are
Yeah,
like the most
the-
side mission things you can do, really.
Well, no, there's
Really-
like literal side quests, like the flame, and then like the ones you do at the
yeah,
school.
Yeah. I know that. I'm just saying, like, out of like the activity parts,
Oh,
I think Mysterio's like one of the actual only like fighting ones that I can think of.
well, you got Marco's memories, and then the symbiotes. The symbiote
I guess those count too, but
Like the Marco's memories, those are
those
fighting
are so
Sandman. They're
so easy, though. It's
the
not even
symbiotes aren't
counting.
easy. I
What?
died a few
Symbiotes
times.
are not.
I was gonna say the symbiote
No,
thing, especially when there's
those-
2 hearts.
yeah.
I've died a few times
The
doing
symbiotes
those.
are not easy.
No.
Let me back that up. The sand people are easy as shit.
Like you could beat those all
The
in level 1.
hunters are mid difficulty, so they can be hard and a pain in the ass because of the technology they got.
Yeah,
But like,
you got to target the right people
but
first.
they have to be mid if we count the symbiotes are the hardest.
Oh, by far.
So
By
that's
far.
the only reason why they're mid. Like,
Yeah, they are.
if the symbiotes weren't there, then they're definitely the hardest. Like out of regular people,
Yeah.
and sand people, and
I
them.
noticed, like you said, the second time I'm doing these Mysterio missions, they're different.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't realize because I
don't know.
I didn't.
I don't know if it's because it's New Game Plus or what,
That
but
might
they're
be.
like, they're not harder. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
They're not harder. They're just different.
No.
They're like, I noticed a lot of them are like the same. I've noticed too. Like more of them are the same. Where I'm like, I noticed a bunch of times I just had to defeat a number of enemies within a certain amount of time,
Yeah.
and then I had like 3 or 4 of them like that. Then I had like 2 or 3 of the same ones again, and then I finally started getting something different.
Right.
I got one where I had to take out finishers. I had to do where you had to use 6 finishers.
Oh, yeah,
But I found a trick. When you're using miles, it's easy because if you do that explosion thingy, you get all your finishers. And once you use them all, it does that like scene thingy.
For how many people?
Yeah, it does that scene thingy. And when it does that, I think it's like a trick that it doesn't like tell you, but it refills your bar almost all the way. And after like 5 fucking seconds, you can do it again and then you can you do your 3 finishers again. And it's all, I did them both in like 40 seconds.
Wow, that's fucking lucky.
That was a cheat. But the hardest one were, I had to throw brutes off the edge of a building. The brutes.
Yeah, the big ass dude.
Yeah, not fun.
No, fuck no, it sure ain't.
No, that one was the last one I did.
No. Dude, I can't believe how much food fucking Annie made the other night.
And I can't believe how long it took.
Bruh. We get home.
3 hours.
We get home. No, bro, we got home at like 7:30.
That's crazy.
She started cooking like almost right away.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't get done till like 11:40 something.
I'm so glad I got food.
Like, and it was delicious by all means, but she made so much food.
She made 3 racks of ribs.
3 racks of ribs.
Which is crazy.
All these potatoes, all these mac and
like
cheese.
4 packs of potatoes.
Dude,
4 things of
yeah,
mac and
so
cheese.
much food. It could have.
She could have made like half of that.
I was telling the shop that today. I was like, dude, it could have fed all of you, all your significant others, and our fucking kids, and everyone else on the block. She made so much fucking food.
Probably.
80% of it gone to waste. It's just crazy. I'm like, she had no portion control, like no clue about portion control.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, you would think.
Someone who has so many takes care of so many people.
You would think that when women naturally have milk and eggs built into their body, that they would know how to fucking cook. Like,
that's hilarious. But
like, you're meant to be in the kitchen. God made it so. Like, that shit's crazy.
I don't believe him, but
now, I mean, they are.
I mean, they are really good in the kitchen.
They got milk and eggs in their body, bro.
They do. I know that. I know.
All right.
So that
where
doesn't
else
mean
milk and eggs go. You gotta, hey,
you're funny.
Birds that flock together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got to flock to fucking together.
You're
they
hilarious.
Stay their ass in the kitchen, and I mean, hey,
yeah, I saw it was
there's
interesting.
nothing wrong with that.
Like, I was reading about this study. It's like, on average, women are like smarter and better at a lot of things than men. But when it comes to the extremes, both the highs and the lows, the men take the spot every time. Like on average, women are smarter, but the top 10 smartest people in the world are all guys.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty interesting how girls are like smarter.
It's not that because they are
on average.
They can be smarter, but they naturally think with their emotions and base everything on how they feel instead of how they think or how it actually is. Yeah. And that kind of stops them from being like the dominant species, especially, well, just also because they're not really like physically naturally strong. Like men will always be the dominant species because we make it so by force. Like women act the way that they do now, and all the rights that not just they have, but anyone has, is because men allow it. Like, if men actually were fucking wanted to be like savages and fucking crazy and fucking like go to war over how these women act in the Western world, bro, they wouldn't be acting that fucking way.
Right.
But because we allow them to act that way, right? Like if they changed the law and they said domestic abuse is now legal, not saying it should be. So don't be trying to change my words, internet, all right? But if they change the law saying domestic abuse is now legal under certain circumstances, right? Like, I can't just haul off and fucking hit you and shit, but, like, you know, if I'm not worried about going to jail, even after you assaulted the shit out of me, like, and you're more scared that I'm allowed to defend myself and smack the shit out of you, especially if you say or do something crazy that you shouldn't do, like, women would not be doing and acting the way that they are. Like, literally, if you're fucking going out being a fucking whore when you have a boyfriend and you're dressed like a slut, and they don't ever think about, oh, these guys out here might try to drug me, put something in my drink, or I just might be drunk enough to be a hoe, right? And then they say, oh, we're insecure if we fucking want to stop and we tell them they can't go out dressed like a certain way, or they don't even need to go out without you at all.
Right.
Like out to the bars and to certain scenes, obviously, not like just in general, you know, like they're like, you're insecure, blah, 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 because you this and that. No, it's not insecure to fucking be protective over what's yours.
Yeah. Right?
If it is my obligation to protect you and to put my life over, like if somebody was to break into the house or we're out and about and somebody tries to assault you or this, it is my duty to put myself in harm's way to protect you.
Yeah.
Even if that means I die, right? So that should, and that means, and not saying that it not should, but it does mean, right, that I have responsibility over you. Right? Because it's my responsibility to make sure you're safe, you're provided for, right? You have everything that you need and want.
Yeah.
Right? To an extent. Right? And yet, you want me to have no authority over you.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
no.
You can't have authority, or you can't have responsibility over someone without having authority over them. Because I shouldn't be responsible for your actions if I don't have say over your actions.
Right.
Right? If I can't tell you, you can't dress like that, you can't go out like that, you don't need to be fucking running your mouth to people in certain situations or blah, 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 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
And you're like, fuck you, I can do whatever I want. Okay, do whatever you want without me in your life, because soon as you go out there and you do this dumb shit and something bad happens to you, you're going to be calling me, trying to pick you up or protect you or do all this shit. Nah, bitch, you should have never been in that situation. You shouldn't be putting me in that situation. And if you listened to me, you would have never been in that situation, because I'm smart enough to avoid it, to not even, that situation would have never even occurred.
Yeah.
But instead, now I'm insecure or I'm a misogynist or all these things because I want to have authority over my girl's well-being when it's my responsibility to make sure her well-being is safe.
Exactly.
You know, so like, it's just crazy to me. Their mindset is insane. Like, you guys think it's so bad.
I know it's a lot of women are like so ungrateful too.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
God, the most ungrateful.
Like, women nowadays are like the most ungrateful.
Dude, you ain't lying, bro.
It's out of this world.
Both of our exes very ungrateful.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how many times.
I ain't trying to talk shit about my ex, because me and her are in good shape.
You're on good terms. But this is an open podcast. If she don't fucking like it, the truth, then she's never gonna know the truth. Like, I'm glad she apologized for what she did. But she had no right to do it.
Yeah.
Not getting into details, but you need to suck it up.
Right.
You're not in fucking the best mood all the time. You're fucking in pain. You're tired. You get up early. You work too.
Oh, yeah.
Does that give you the right to be an asshole to her or anybody else? No, it don't.
No.
And we're not.
Yeah.
Right? And if we are, we're fucking held to our accountability for it. Right? Why would you talk to me that way? Why? Right? Why are you making me talk to you this way? That's a good question. Why are you acting all crazy and angry because you're mad about something because we don't agree on something, or you're trying to do something stupid and I'm telling you, no, don't do that.
Right.
You know? And it's not just her, but I deal with this situation all the time, especially with my ex-wife. Like, you already know, like, no matter everything I would do for her, she would sit there and literally to my face say, I don't act like I don't do shit, and tell people I didn't do shit.
I know, like, the reason why Yeah, I had to tell her when her and Chris got into like that big argument and shit. Like, y'all are fucking young. You can't expect him to fucking build you a mansion and do all this other shit when y'all are both fucking young, and how can you expect him to do shit that you can't do for him? Is what I told her. Like, you expect all the world from him, and he gives you everything he has, and I was like, this is what you did to me. You like drain people for everything they got, and then you just like toss them to the side, which is crazy.
Yeah, they utilize men until there's no more of them, no more to give.
Yeah.
And then now you have no more to give.
And then they just blame the men.
Toss you aside, and then they blame you for not having more to give.
Yeah, or for not doing enough.
Like, maybe you should have treated me fucking better. Maybe you should have had some appreciation. Maybe you should have been happy with what I fucking had to give, because I was giving you my all, and it takes time to build. Especially
they're
nowadays.
Both young, and they just had a kid. And
right, both young. We're in the fucking crazy times where it takes multiple incomes.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you fucking blow up on the internet or fucking get famous or somehow.
Right.
It takes
parents give you a nice job.
Which none of us have.
Right.
Right?
No.
It takes a lot of work just to be middle class nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
And middle class ain't shit.
Not at all.
Houses that were $20,000 are like $400,000 now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and
dude,
the fucking
I don't know if you remember
wages
Jordan
didn't change.
When Jordan moved out of Flint, his mom bought like this, I don't know, modular home in this park for like $117,000. And when I've seen it and I found out, I was like, it blew my mind. It was like, I thought this house was like $30,000-$40,000. Like, it's a modular home.
Right. It ain't very big or crazy yet.
No, it's just it was nice in a nice area for sure. Right. But like $100,000, I thought for $100,000 I was buying a house off of Court Street.
Right.
Like one of those fuckers.
Yeah, this house you would think isn't worth that much, but because of the yard is so fucking big.
Oh, the yard's fucking massive.
It's probably worth $90,000 to $100,000 itself. Just
probably
because of the
and
yard.
the area too.
Yeah, because the house isn't that big. It really ain't that nice.
No,
to me is a $40,000 house, but we got a $60,000 yard.
It's insane.
Yeah, our yard is huge. It's like literally,
big, honestly,
if
we could get rid of some of it, that'd be fine.
You're right. Like literally, we could have we could build a resort on our yard.
I mean,
crazy. Like if it'd be a small resort,
small amusement park,
right?
Legit.
For real. Like literally,
between the whole thing, fuck yeah.
Yeah, but if we took down those fences and shit, and it was just one big fucking thing,
it'd be huge.
We could have a bounce house amusement park in our shit. We could probably rent a carnival,
right,
in our yard.
A small carnival.
Yeah, literally, it's not fucking tiny. So like, we got a $60,000 yard and a $40,000 house, and I mean, hey, it is what it is. Right. But like, fuck, $100,000 for a house that's nowadays is like
and it's
nothing.
Just in a modular home, so it's like, are you even getting like the property? Probably not.
No,
because it's in an apartment. It's in like a complex.
Yeah, you're pretty much like paying for a condo.
Yeah, like you're paying for the building, but you don't own the property or anything around it.
No. That's crazy.
That's crazy, right? Because it's in a modular home park.
Oh, yeah. So yeah,
like
you're only paying for the physical property, and they still probably have to pay your land rent.
Right.
Yeah,
it's still paying like a mortgage.
Trailer park.
Yeah, but it's like a really nice trailer park in Davison.
Right. But still, it's like a trailer park. Like,
it's like a trailer.
You got to buy the house
and then pay rent.
But then you still got to pay rent to keep the house there.
Yeah, and you're not paying $500 to $1,000 for a trailer like you would on the east in Flint somewhere in the ghetto.
Right.
You're paying $100,000.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah,
I think it was brand new. Maybe not, but if not, it's like less than 10 years old.
I mean, that's a shit ton of money for any type of trailer.
That's what I thought. And this was like years ago.
But that's how it is
years ago.
And that's why exactly why you were just saying, like, we can't give you all of these
10
things
years ago.
our grandparents could do.
Yeah.
Because they could get paid. They got paid the same amount we do now.
Right.
But
I know,
houses
it's crazy.
were costing nothing. We
I
could
know, you
save
know
up
me.
for a year
Mm-hmm.
and buy a fucking house for $10,000-$20,000.
I was watching this. You know me. I don't watch a lot of movies. I was watching this movie that like took place in the 90s, and I couldn't believe how close some of the costs were.
To what it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Like, I
literally
thought-
said the
Like everything would be like way cheaper. No.
no,
They were
no.
no general stuff. Really wasn't that much
It wasn't
cheaper.
that much cheaper. It was.
It wasn't that much cheaper than like 10 years ago.
But general stuff probably didn't go up too much in the last decade or so.
Right.
But it's the housing market that shot
Yeah,
up.
it's insane.
It's ridiculous.
The housing
But
market
the
is
income
insane.
Or the hourly wage
And the-
really didn't go up that much.
No, and that's
And
another thing. They
every
were
time
making
it
like
does, everything just gets more expensive to
Yeah.
even it out again.
I know it was like
You might as well lower the price of everything and pay us less. It's gonna make no difference.
no.
If $100,000 only worth $10,000, just pay us $10,000 and make everything way cheaper. It'd be
Right.
the same fucking thing.
Yeah, they can't do that.
I mean, they can't, but it's the same thing.
No,
If you're like, oh, we're paying you $20,000 a month or whatever, or a year, and they're like, yep, everything, but you still only have $1,000 left after all of your bills.
Right.
They're like, oh, but now we increased your shit to $40,000-$50,000, but you still only have $1,000 left after all your bills because we're increasing the price on all your bills. So
Yeah.
it's like, it don't matter how high you raise minimum wage if everything else goes up.
Yeah, and they still haven't raised the federal minimum wage, so
No, but still, it's just like, guys, use your fucking head. We
yeah,
need
Michigan minimum wage.
like
just
Trump
went
is
up.
the only actual president and that came in and he's like, and this is how he thinks. He's like, we don't care about raising the minimum wage because it doesn't matter if everything is way cheaper.
right.
If we keep the wages exactly the same but can lower the pricing of everything, it seems like you actually do have more money than if we just raise the wage because the cost of everything's still going to go up.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to figure out how to lower the cost of stuff, and then the wage, minimum wage or whatever, could just stay the fucking same. And it's like it's going up without the actual cost of everything meeting it.
Yeah.
And Trump's like the only president that actually is coming in with a plan to do that. Joe Biden, people are like, he raised our wages. Like, who cares? You were still
He
broke.
didn't raise the federal minimum wage. It hasn't been raised in since 2004 or something.
I don't know. But they did raise wages. It's something that he did that said that he raised wages. Like, it's in one of Tom McDonald's songs we're talking about. Well, he's like how Biden had raised wages, and he's like, but he can't raise his children properly and shit. You know. And other people were talking about that too. Like, he's the only president to raise wages or whatever. It's like, raising your wage doesn't matter. Cutting the cost of everything else is what matters. Like, dude, you get everything down half, even 20-30%.
Yeah.
It's like, I think the average household had like $8,000 more money at the end of the year, like during Trump's first term. It was like 8,000 to 12,000 or something.
Really?
Yeah, like the average household, like family, had more than we had during Biden's, and hopefully it's going to be even more than that. I'm hoping it's like 20,000. Like, with how Trump is fucking going now, and with all these tariffs in place and all the money, we're taking in billions of dollars a day.
Yeah.
It means the cost of everything is going to go down. They ain't going to be taxing us. So now, if we pay less taxes, we're keeping more of our money. So I mean, we could end up being like fucking Saudi Arabia or some shit, like just everybody's rich as shit,
Okay.
or at least way more wealthier. Some people are just bad with money and are going to blow it on drugs no matter how much money you give them.
Okay, so I was looking it up. So the wages of working class Americans for production and non-supervisor workers in factories. The average price of their wages went up. So like he probably made a deal with like unions or something. But
and they
the
still
federal
lost
minimum
unions.
wage has not gone up.
Right. But somebody's wages fucking went up. That's all I know.
Right. I was not aware. Because if the federal minimum wage went up, that would go crazy. That would be crazy.
Right. That would be fucking crazy. But dude, did you see the thing about what that Gen Z, since we're talking about pricing, Gen Z, they discovered a new way to combat crazy coffee prices. Mm-hmm. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, they started this trend and it's blowing up on the internet called home cafes.
Really?
Yeah. So liberals and young people discovered making coffee at home to save money from going to coffee shops.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. And they call it a home cafe. And it's trending now as if it's like some fucking like crazy discovery. It's insane, dude.
I've seen stupid shit like that. Yeah. Liberals discover shit that's been obvious to normal people for the last fucking 50 years.
right, or forever.
Or literally forever.
They're like, we can't afford coffee shops anymore. How do we combat that? And they're like, dude, I got a great idea. We're going to just open our own cafe at home just for us.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they just bought an espresso machine and just make their own fucking Java. Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I seen the thing and it was pretty funny, and they were like,
okay. I was doing some more research on that a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So Biden signed an executive order to raise federal contractor minimum wage to $15 an hour, and on March 14th, Trump rescinded the executive order.
Good.
They're trying to if you look up federal minimum wage, there's a bunch of clickbait posts claiming that Donald Trump tried raise the federal minimum wage, but he did it. It's just a bunch of lies.
Yeah, I don't think Trump has any interest in raising the wage. He has all interest in lowering the cost of everything.
Yeah. Okay, so the United States federal minimum wage has been $7.25 since July 24, 2009.
Yeah, I mean that's really low, but
it is really. But
for waitresses, they waitresses should get paid at least that, and they don't. A lot of them get paid $2-3 an hour because they get paid tips.
So the thing is, and how it's supposed to work is, if they don't make enough tips to cover the $7.25, then the employee or the employer is supposed to cover the difference.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if they always do that,
but it shouldn't be like that.
And the Michigan federal minimum wage, the Michigan minimum wage just went up for tipped workers.
Oh, nice. Well, if tips are no longer taxable, can restaurants consider that part of wait staff's income, since it's not taxable? Taxes?
I don't know. Or, that hasn't been made just yet.
Well, I think he has signed an executive order on that. I'm pretty sure he did.
I don't think so. I think he talked about it.
No, I think he did. I'm pretty sure. I mean, he might not have, but I'm pretty sure he did do that. But I don't think it was an immediate effect. Mm-hmm. It might have a set date of when it's supposed to take place.
Maybe, because I don't think it's active.
It's just
yet.
like tariffs. Like, Trump like saying
So
the order for tariffs, but it didn't happen immediately.
The tipped minimum wage in Michigan is now $4.74. And it's going to originally... it's going to increase.
Like, you shouldn't be able to tax people's tips because there's no guarantee you're going to get tipped.
I think it's going to go up to $6.49 in the next couple of years.
Right. To me, it should be like $10. Like, if they get paid $10 an hour and then they get tipped, they're going to actually make a good living wage. Like, with their tips, they're hoping to make $7 to $10 an hour on average. With
I really think
crazy.
it depends on where you're working. And
like, I know people that
places
used
like
to work
that.
at what's that drive-through that your mom used to work at?
Well, Al's, yeah,
Al's.
that's like a very shitty place to work, though.
But I know, but they get $10 an hour plus tips.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, it's a drive-through, so
I was going to say, do you know what they have to do there?
suck dick. I don't know.
No, but they have to like when my mom worked there, she would run the whole restaurant by herself at times. She would be the only one there to cook, clean.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, like they would have to do. When my mom worked there, she had to do everything, not just take orders.
When people been there and she definitely didn't cook when I was there. Anytime I've seen her, but not saying that didn't happen.
It would mostly only be in the middle of the night because the cooks would take like a 2-hour nap.
Oh hell no!
Overnight in the office.
You gotta get your ass the fuck up, nigga.
Well, these guys work like 24-hour shifts.
Well, they get paid way more than.
Oh, I'm sure they do, but they work like crazy shifts. That's all I'm saying.
They agree to it. Sleep. That's on them.
Well, yeah, they're the owners. They don't really have a choice.
Oh no, they're not not all of them. Like
no, but that's who
they
would be sleeping in there.
Yeah, they might be, but they have.
Well, I was saying when my mom worked there, it was pretty much the two brothers that were the only ones.
But I know a bunch of people that's worked there, and they've had other cooks and shit. Mm-hmm. But like a lot of people, like they would be doing like drugs and shit, and like like, oh no, get the fuck out of here.
No,
but still, either way, even if it's ghetto, still, just saying, like, she still made good money. Like, people that made that waitress there, making $10 an hour plus tips, because they might make an extra $100 a night sometimes just in tips. Plus, if they work 8 to 10 hours, they're already making $100, So, if they're only making $30 working all damn day, and hoping that they made at least $100 in tips, like,
I think if you're working like a really nice restaurant, a full shift, most people are making $3+ $100 a day.
Right.
A day.
If you're doing what?
If you're working like a nice restaurant,
but yeah, you're working
a dinner shift
restaurant. Yeah.
You're making $300 at least.
Oh yeah,
and not even like a high end. I mean, like probably like Red Lobster.
It's still not guaranteed though.
No
tips are guaranteed. That's the thing. Unless you have like a restaurant that like
a lot of them do gratuity nowadays,
and they do. Yeah, but not all. Most of the time, high gratuity or gratuity charge only comes if you have a certain amount of people at your table. Yeah,
it's usually 6.
So if it was just me and you there, they're depending on us to tip them,
right?
And I mean, yes, fair. We will because we were raised right.
So yeah, I always tip extra.
Yeah, exactly, but. 20%. People that aren't raised right or that just don't give a flying dick, they're not tipping these people, right? And so it's like,
I tip when I order.
I'm glad they make if they make $200-300 because $100 isn't really not enough
a day. No,
not even
not if you have a family.
I don't even. To me, it's not even enough to live by yourself nowadays. Like you live.
Right.
Like, Annie only makes $600 a week.
Right. But she's got to take care of people.
Yeah. And she works, and she has, like, 3 kids.
Right. I was going to say she has kids and shit. But, like, a person that's, like, sharing an apartment.
But I was saying $600 a week is not a lot. No. That's, like, nothing.
It's not. No. But when, like, all your bills are less than $600 for the month, it's not bad.
Yeah, but I don't think hers are.
No, I'm not saying hers. I'm just saying there are people.
Oh yeah,
for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like people that are like,
but you're living in a tiny
renting a room,
a little apartment, or living in someone's house,
right?
In a room.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You don't have your own shit.
Yeah.
Like who? I mean, yeah, what if they're 40 and don't have kids?
Well, yeah.
You still want to be living in
No,
someone else's house
obviously
and not have
not.
your own shit? Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But
well,
those
that's
same
fine
people are,
Mhm.
just because they're 40 and not 18,
Right.
they still get paid the same amount,
Yeah.
you know, if they were doing the same job.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, if you're a waiter or a waitress, like, you should get $10 an hour. And if you're good at your job, you will get more tips.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's a big thing. Like
Right.
I always try to tip 20%, but if it's like horrible service,
Oh, I don't
No.
give you nothing.
well, I always tip like
if you-
I'll tip you like $2.
I might tip them small if it's just like not great service.
Mhm.
But I've had horrible
I've had
service
horrible
to where
service.
I don't tip you at all.
Yeah.
My tip is like I'll write on the thing like do better. Like that's your tip. It's like
Right.
like here's some advice.
hmm
Enjoy your job or get a new one.
Yeah.
Because
seriously.
like I love going out to eat. Obviously,
yeah, so do I. We go out all
we
the
go
time.
out to eat
I
a
take
lot.
my
We
kid
take
out
our
to eat
kids.
at least once a week.
Right, we're going out to eat all the fucking time. So we know the fucking gist. We're
Yeah,
going to
I
tip
know.
you. If you're a good waitress,
Right.
don't bother me every 5 minutes asking if she's good. But make sure you do come and check on us once in a while if we need anything. Do it with a fucking smile on your face, a good attitude. Right? Don't forget to get
Half
our
the
shit when
right.
we ask you, hey, can you go get this? And it takes you 10 minutes.
Right.
Or you just don't come at all and we have to
Yeah.
ask someone else. Like, nah.
Mm-mm.
Like, you're tripping.
No.
You know? Like, some people aren't going to get a tip if they can't do their job right. Like, I understand you got shit going on, but that's your job. If you can't handle
I'll
it,
say
get
the
a new
worst-
job.
The worst experience I probably ever had was at IHOP, and the manager just I think I was either with Franny or I was with my grandma. It happened twice. We had gotten bad service, like really bad.
And where were you?
At IHOP.
Oh,
This
IHOP?
was like fucking 5+ years ago, probably.
Yeah, a lot of those restaurants will
And
hire
the manager-
ghetto-ass people there.
The manager ended up clearing the whole bill both times.
Oh, wow.
But like one time we sat there for like over 20 minutes before someone even took our order.
20 minutes before.
Yeah, the manager ended up coming and taking our order and apologizing. So I guess we were like in a spot like in between two sections or something, and the waitresses were like, we could hear them literally verbally arguing over who was going to take our order.
Right. Just
And
one of you bitches take my order, and the next person that sits here, the other waitress gets it.
Yeah.
Not very difficult.
And it wasn't even like it was super busy.
This is
That-
why
IHOP's
women
never
don't
did.
run the world, because they can't even figure out a little
No.
simple issue like that.
Yeah, of course. It was a general manager, who came over and took our order and
Boom.
then
See?
paid for it all and made sure we were happy before we left.
Right. See, we
But
love
it's
you,
just like-
ladies, but you guys got to do better. You
Sometimes.
got to do better.
I feel like when I went back with Franny, because I know the first time I was with my grandma, I feel like we sat in the same seat and the same exact thing happened.
I would
not
not
even
sit there
joking.
no more.
And I won't
I'd be
sit
like,
on the right.
If people
we
come,
walk in
if they
and it's
try to
on the
sit
right,
there, I'd be like, we ain't sitting here.
I'm like, I cannot.
I got bad.
I need a
bad
table.
memories with this seat.
It's like 4 or 5 seats in on the right
Yeah.
against that wall.
Uh-huh.
We were sitting on that wall both times it happened. I know that for sure.
Dude, that reminds me of what I just said. Like, we got bad juju with that seat, right? You got like,
Yeah.
so,
Dude,
so
I don't know.
me and Sarah used to go to Sturgis all the time, like every
Yeah.
year, right?
Yeah.
And there's this little diner across the street from the shop we would work at.
Mm-hmm.
And one year we go there, and there's this very attractive waitress. She's bad, like bad. But Sarah knows she's bad, but that's why she like.
Sarah's already mad.
Yeah,
Sarah's
Sarah's already
mad.
mad
She
when a
walked
bitch
in.
is bad for
I
real.
swear.
She's very, very jealous and insecure, crazy. Like
little
most
bit.
women are when they're with me. I don't know. I make bitches crazy. Anyway, so we're getting food, or like we're sitting down, and I don't remember what we ate or ordered or anything. But the waitress, like, I had asked for something, and the waitress had looked at me, and she was like, "I love to satisfy," like straight, like, God damn, girl, you better calm down,
Right.
right? Like, if I was a single man, we'd be going on
Right.
some shit might happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sarah was pissed, bro. She was literally livid, bro. Like, we just had to leave, and she's like, you better not leave that bitch a tip, blah, blah, blah. I did leave her $5 anyway.
Right.
Sarah was mad as fuck about that. Like,
I bet.
Bro, I'm not going to not tip her if she was a good waitress. Just because
Right.
she was a whore don't mean shit to me.
Exactly.
So the next year, we go there.
You can't, yeah.
And they have different staff because they hire people just for the event,
Right.
right, that aren't there during the normal year.
Yeah.
So that girl's not there anymore, obviously.
I'm sure.
But the new person trying to wait us is trying to sit us at that same table, and Sarah refused to sit there. She's like, no, we're not sitting there. Sorry. You got to sit me somewhere else. Like, I got bad juju or something bad, like, memories of that seat. Literally, a year later, and you still feel some way about a seat because some girl fucking said some offhanded comment to me.
Ever tell you about the time the waitress was flirting with me at Applebee's when I was on a date with that chick, Sam?
No, what was his name?
It was a girl.
Oh,
you fuckhead. But no, so look, we was having dinner and shit. I thought everything was going great, but for some reason, I noticed like she was getting in like a bad mood, like worse and worse. My girlfriend was like worse and worse, getting in a bad mood, and then the lady, Sam was getting in like a worse mood, and I had like no idea why. She usually was always in a good mood, and the waitress came over. And she handed me the check, looked me directly in the eye, and was like, "It was a pleasure to serve you." It fucking creeped me out, okay? And then I looked over at my girl, and she was fucking pissed, bro. And then it clicked in my head that this girl's probably been flirting with me the whole fucking time.
Yeah, and you don't notice.
And I just didn't even notice at all.
Almost ever. And
until she was like directly looking at me, clear as day, flirting with me. I didn't have a fucking clue in the world.
Yeah, like
and she was so mad.
Like a chick is like grabbing my nuts. I'm like, I don't think you even like me.
I didn't even notice her looking at me.
Exactly.
At all.
And maybe not to that extent, but really, it has to be like so direct. Like, hey man, I'm into you before we notice. What the fuck's wrong with us?
I've had that happen. I'd be hanging out with. I was living with Franny, and we'd be like going out to Walmart or different places. Or like I remember one time we was at a gas station and like this lady like started talking to me and I just thought, she was just being friendly. She was like one of the employees or something.
Right.
And I didn't think nothing of it. As soon as we got out, Franny's like, "Why didn't you ask for her number? She was clearly flirting with you, this and that." And I was like, "You should have told me in the fucking store then, because I'm fucking clueless as a damn rat, apparently."
Yeah, we don't know.
I didn't have no fucking clue. I thought she was being a nice person. That's it.
Right, like, what if she was just being nice?
I don't know, but girls know that shit more than guys.
Girls know when girls are flirting.
Exactly.
They know how girls flirt.
Yeah, so Franny.
Which is normally just not flirting at all.
Apparently not.
Because guys are just like, damn, girl, you fine as hell. Like, we make it known that we're flirting with you because I've already seen you naked in my head. Right. And I've made it clear, like, girls are just like, you're just really polite, and that's great because when there's our chicks that come out and they'll just come right to you and be like, damn, you fine, or be like, and I've had that happen to me a lot of times where like chicks just like straight up like try to grab my ass or just be like, damn, you fine as fuck, or just off the wall, and it's like, I don't know if I can fuck with that. Like, you too direct. Like I'd rather try to figure it out. Like, you just like way too direct. Like one time, this chick I was at the bar, and this chick came right up to me.
That's probably the worst.
She came right up to me, and she was like, "Your face makes me so wet," and I'm like, okay. And just walked away, and that was it. And I ain't seen her since then.
That's fucking
like, what the fuck? That's crazy. That's a crazy statement.
That really is a crazy statement.
That's a crazy statement to tell a stranger. But okay, lady. And
what the fuck?
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's nuts, dude.
So you knew she was flirting with me because that was direct as it fucking gets.
Right.
I don't really like that. I would rather me not really know.
Yeah, or
and like
I don't know.
It'd be subtle enough to where I could miss it.
Okay, so okay. See, no, I could put it because like when that girl flirted with me at Applebee's, that waitress, that like creeped me out just a little bit because it was like out of nowhere and she was super direct.
Was she attractive?
She was attractive. I'll give her that. Okay. So That was nice. But I was on a date
She
with
don't
a
give a
girl.
fuck.
And so that, I feel like that's also what made it, like,
Yeah.
even worse.
And she's like,
But, like,
bitch, you gonna try and get me in
there was
trouble?
this,
I gotta go home with this chick.
right. But there was this girl that worked at a body shop that was flirting with me for, like, weeks. And honestly, Barry's the one who pointed it out. He was like, he pointed out, like, how have you not noticed, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I'm just here to work, brother. I'm not here to flirt with the fucking receptionist. I'm here to get the job done and leave.
Right.
But the way she did it, she ended up, like, the next time I was there, she was just like, by the way, you're cute, this and that. Can I text you whenever, this and that? And she just made it like, it was way more comfortable.
Right. Well, that's not that that was direct, but it wasn't really like aggressive.
Yeah.
It was very,
really,
very
like,
polite and
she was
like,
just like,
I
way-
really don't do this, but like,
Right, exactly.
she waited multiple times.
Yeah, I mean, I probably knew her for like 2 months at that point.
Yeah, so it's not
Seen her
like the
dozen
second
times.
she sees you, she's just like,
Yeah, exactly.
let me put my on, whatever, sluts. You know.
Yeah.
And they do, some do.
Some.
I mean, dude, shit. Annie's shy as shit. Like, lived next door to me for months, and if she didn't see me, happened to see me on Facebook, and she was like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "What's up?" You're fine or whatever. I'm hitting her up, and then she's like, "I'm your neighbor." I'm like, "Huh?" She was like, "Don't you own the tattoo shop?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, I live next door," and I'm like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Right, how do you not know?
Because I never saw her, like, ever, really. Like,
Really?
because she just would always be, like, at work,
right.
and she don't get out till 8, 9 o'clock. So
Yeah,
I
I know.
almost never saw her,
Uh-uh.
and when I did, I'm not,
Right, you're going to say hi.
right, like, whatever, but
Right.
you're guys the neighbors. I'm not like, hey, let me go
Right.
hit on the neighbor chick,
Exactly.
but she opened that fucking door,
Mhm.
and now we're having a kid together. That shit's crazy. I mean...
That's stupid. That's what it is. I'm sorry, bro. You got too many kids.
Yeah, I do have too many kids, but hey, man.
It is what it is. Not T. Elon Musk. You don't got enough.
They must. You didn't know, bro? My nickname's Little Debbie.
Little Debbie.
I love cream pies.
I don't like cream pies. Oatmeal cream pies are
Oatmeal
gross.
cream pies are delicious,
No, they're
okay? They are delicious.
No. Dad would eat them
I
bitches
will
like
smash
fucking
those bitches.
Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah, because they're delicious.
They're multiple
delicious.
at once and shit. Like, no way.
and sexual cream pies aren't delicious, but they're fucking awesome. I ain't tried one because that's nasty. I ain't tried my shit in my mouth.
that's
Hell
disgusting.
no. But I sure as hell enjoy those cream pies more.
Bro, I was
than the Little Debbie
I was
cream
watching
pies.
this video. It was like 1 in 3 guys or something. 1 in 3 guys growing up have tried their own sperm, this and that. And I was like, that is the nastiest shit I've heard in my fucking life.
Like
You couldn't pay me.
That's like gay and incest.
Yeah, that's like
To
really,
yourself.
really fucked up.
No, I'm
Who would do
solid.
that?
I'm solid.
That was some of the nastiest shit I've heard. In my life.
Right, like
that was like
I ain't even
I was
kissing
like, I have never
Andy
heard-
after if I bust in her mouth. Like she ain't giving me a head and I'll kiss her after.
Right.
But if I bust
But,
in your
yeah,
mouth,
no.
nah, you
Well,
better
no.
go hit your shit, toothbrush that shit, girl. Like that's nasty.
That is nasty as
Like
fuck, dude.
nasty motherfuckers.
I can't believe people.
Yeah, like that statistic has got to be lying its ass off.
Would.
How many men did you ask that? Because you
It
ain't
wasn't enough.
right.
It wasn't enough.
I don't think you asked it. They asked.
I think he was in fucking Alabama or something, bro.
Right.
It had to be somewhere.
They're
They
like-
do some fucked up
yeah,
weird
1
shit.
in 3 men have tried their sister's breast milk.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I bet in
Yeah,
Alabama
that's
they've done all
fuck-
types of crazy shit.
No, I think it's funny.
Shout out to
everyone
my
makes fun
boy
of-
Kenny that lives out in Alabama. You probably have tried your sister's breast milk, but you're still my dog.
That's
I hope
funny.
you haven't tried your own sperm, though, nigga. You better calm down with that shit, bro.
No, I seen this study. Like the most incest is like Alabama's like not even close. It's like the
No.
top of the list in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, people just it's made fun of because like one famous family or something.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
But like, yeah, it's not even close to being like the top.
Do you know what it is?
No, I have to look it up. I'm
Damn.
almost positive that it's.
How do you gonna bring that up and not have the fucking answer? That's crazy.
I've seen it a long time ago.
Man, I wish you knew.
You can look it up.
So Alabama ain't even known for fucking each other, siblings and cousins and whatnot. That's crazy. This whole time I thought there was a bunch of cousin fuckers. That's fucked up.
I don't know, man. Maybe. But I don't think so.
I don't know. They do got badass teeth though, bro. Like
Yeah,
when
I
I
believe
worked, I lived out in Alabama for like 2 months, and I like stayed at my homie's shop, and I was tattooing out there. And bro, even bad bitches, like bitches that was fine as hell, bro, they come in and they smile. Like this one chick, she was cute, bro. Like damn, girl, you look good.
Oh, okay. So
And she smiled,
Alabama is in the top.
and she had like orange teeth, fucking cavities, all. It was just disgusting. It looked like she ain't never seen a toothbrush in her life. But she was like so hot until she smiled. That shit, it was just horrible.
So the only data I could find from 2025 is from the worldpopulationreview.com. And Alabama is in the top, but there's a bunch of other states. They're all tied.
What's Alabama?
Well, they're all tied for 0.3%.
0.3%. Alabama is top, but tied with
Also with Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, South Carolina, and Tennessee.
Jesus. All those southern states
Are all 0.3%
0.3%
incest rate. That's crazy.
of fucking each other. That's crazy. So 1/3% of the entire south of our country
Pretty much.
be fucking
Except Florida.
their siblings.
Florida's actually in the 0.1%. They're in like the lowest group.
In the country.
Yeah, they're a part of the lowest group.
What's
of the
Michigan looking like?
Part 0.2.
Oh, okay.
In the middle.
So we got
in the
a
middle.
little
We in the
incest
middle.
there. Got a little hillbilly up in.
Yes, from
in the
0.3 to
mitten.
0.1.
Hey, 0.3 to 0.1, and we ain't at that 0.3 mark, so we ain't as bad as the South. But congratulations, Florida. You pulled off another great achievement, being one of the least incest populated states in the country.
Mm-hmm.
You guys definitely been putting in some good ass work there, and I would love to live there one day.
Where?
In Florida. I've been there a few times. It's awesome. I love Florida. But yeah, definitely my type of people down there.
I want to travel, but I don't know if I want to go to Florida. Florida just sounds
You ever
great.
been there?
No.
Well, you suck. You have to. It's beautiful.
I'm sure it is.
You got the fucking nice weather, pine trees, or not pine trees, fucking like coconut trees, and fucking the beach or the ocean, just
Probably
like
palm
right there.
trees.
Palm trees. That's what I was thinking. Not pine, palm.
Yeah.
Yes, palm trees. And then they all the women are attractive, like 9 out of 10. Even if they're fucking 60, they're hot. Like, no lie. Even the chicks that aren't chicks are attractive. You gotta be careful.
Oh, I have heard.
And especially nowadays, it's real
way
bad.
crazy.
It's like
Nowadays, I've
fucking,
seen
it's
some
like
crazy
Thailand
shit.
and shit. You gotta be careful. And then, but dude, you're just always nice weather. Everybody's got money and shit. People are more nice down there because they just love their life because of the nice weather and shit. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like, yeah, I fucking love Florida. I would definitely live down there. But also now because it's very it's probably one of the, if not the most conservative state in the country. And why not? Why would I not want to be surrounded
I'll
by
tell you what, the
my
fucking
type of people?
whoever it is, like the sheriff or whatever it is, that guy that's always on the news. It's like the sheriff or governor of Florida or something.
DeSantis?
Ron DeSantis. That is one savage motherfucker right there.
Oh.
He says some wild, crazy shit.
He gives no fucks.
He don't give a single
He
fuck
would make
in the
a
world.
good president, I think. I just think he needs more time, more experience governing, and he
I
has
think
been
he's
doing a
the-
really good job being the governor.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, I think he's
before
turned.
he becomes president,
Yeah, I don't know how long he's been governor.
I think he's only been governor for one term. I think maybe 2 now. I think he just got reelected,
Oh, okay.
so I think this is only his second term.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
I just know Donald Trump said that Miami in the last 10, 15 years has completely changed.
Yeah.
He used to hate it, and now it's like one of the best places in the world.
No, yeah, I know.
That's what he claims. He says it's like so lively, and
horrible.
everyone's so busy, and
yeah, dude,
it's just
Miami's
such a nice
awesome,
place
dude.
to be.
I've been to Miami. I worked in South
Yeah,
Beach,
that's where the latest UFC fight was in Miami.
and it was fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just great, dude. And you make so much money. Like,
I just want to go to Texas.
I love Texas too. I would love to go back to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Texas is
just
awesome.
a comedy central of the United States.
Right. There's so much dope shit in Texas too.
Yeah, there is.
The only thing I wouldn't like about Texas is like tattooing isn't like, it is good there, but it is a little difficult because there's like still religious.
Yeah, it is super
there.
religious down there. I can see that. So yeah, like weed is still like super highly illegal there.
It is in Florida too, but I don't smoke weed no more, so I don't give a fuck now. So I can move to Florida, be with conservative people, tattoo artists, people want to party, people that want to sit at home with their kids. All the stuff I want to do is it going on in Florida, and they have nice weather all year round. Like it rains sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, other than hurricanes and shit, like. If we could just get rid of fucking hurricanes, Florida's probably the perfect place to live.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. You're like Florida,
especially
in California, like also some of like the most dangerous
I don't want to live too low down in Florida.
No.
Because if there is a hurricane and I need to escape, I want to get the fuck out of there ASAP, so I don't want to be too far from the next state or so. But...
No. But I heard like it's mostly like old white people at the top of Florida.
I don't give a fuck who's up there.
That's what I've heard. I've never been there.
My homie Freddie lives towards the top of Florida, and dude, there's one place and it's they call it Lower Alabama or something like that, and it's like Florida, but it's barely Florida, and yeah, they're still super nice. The weather's still really good, and shit like that. And like my homie Freddie, I'm not sure exactly where his shop is, but he said it's really high up, like in Florida. And he's like the only tattoo shop in the entire town. Plus, there's a military base there, so he like tattoos a lot of military people. And he makes hella money. This motherfucker charges $3,000 for a day, the book out for a day. Yeah. And he booked out probably at least 4 or 5 days a week on average.
Wow.
Yeah, like he tattoos a shit ton, and he's amazing. He's fucking awesome. Like one of the best tattooers I know. He used to live here. I think he's from here, but he moved there years ago, and he got married and has kids and all. He got a little fat and shit. He's living good, dude.
Yeah, like you got fat.
Yeah, bro. We living good, but I mean, I still like.
I need to work out more.
Yeah, you ain't fucking lying. I need to too. I think about it a lot.
My face is getting fat.
My face been.
I wonder if it's because I got a haircut. Probably not.
Yeah, I should cut that widow's peak. The motherfucker's like arching over your head like this.
Yeah, I know.
Hello, I'm Remy Boone. You can't see my nose.
Fuck you. You can see my nose.
I know, just joking. God damn, bro. So serious.
So serious.
So.
That's why you got colored hair.
I do. It makes the bitches wet. You wouldn't know anything about that, though. So,
okay.
The last time you got laid is... I don't know. I bet you don't know. When was the last time you got laid?
None of your business.
Yeah, it's none of your business either because you don't know.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all right.
Really
you could get laid, though.
Yeah, I just
Your
don't
problem
try.
is that you literally do not even attempt to.
Not really.
No. I've literally tried to get you to, and you're just like... So, yeah, Call of Duty, what?
Whatever, bro.
Like, bro, come on. But I do remember when I took you to the strip club.
Yeah.
He got his first lap dance. I ain't never seen you blush and giggle so much.
That bitch was so fine,
She
bro.
was so fine, though.
It
Ridiculous.
She was so fine.
Yeah, she was so fine.
Yeah,
and you were just so giddy. And it was so awesome. Like, I had some, like... I felt like I was getting the best lap dance ever watching you just light up. Like, it was awesome. Like, I mean, it wasn't, like, crazy, but it was still, like, seeing your face all light up and shit,
Yeah.
and how like blushy you were, and she was just making you so blushy. Oh my god, dude, that shit was so funny.
It
Like,
was.
It was a good night. I'll remember that night for hopefully as long as I can remember.
Probably for a
yeah.
while.
Hmm?
I remember for a while.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, sure. It's definitely in my fucking head, and it wasn't even my damn dance. You know. But
Right.
yeah, it was a good time. I did want to talk about something else, but it's not crazy anyway. But yeah, it's already been an hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should wrap it up. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I could save it for later.
Okay.
It's nothing like serious. It's more it has something to do with Yu-Gi-Oh. That's already been rewatching it.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
So yeah, no, we could definitely wait. But
Yu-Gi-Oh news.
yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh news coming up on episode 8. Everybody,
Mm-hmm.
or wait,
No, 9.
episode 9. Fuck,
This is number 8.
Episode 8.
Yep.
Damn it. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry.
Well,
I got
good
you
night.
guys excited. It's episode 9. Yu-Gi-Oh
night,
news.
everyone.
We will make sure to have it on there. But yeah, my brother's trying to kick. He keeps trying to. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Yeah. It's almost 11.
Yeah.
I'm
So
ready
yeah,
for
we're
bed.
gonna. It's 11 o'clock. No one cares. But is it? Holy fuck.
Yeah.
10:50. All right.
All right. Well,
Thank you everybody for joining the show. And
take some Mr. Beast advice.
what was that?
You know how he ends his videos?
No.
He says, "All right, bye," and then click.
Oh yeah. All right, bye. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, pretty
Make sure
fucking
to
much.
like, comment, subscribe.
All this.
You
shit.
know we were the best thing to happen to the internet since fucking bikini bottoms, and we just getting better and better with every fucking episode. So yeah, make sure you have your kids watch this instead of the bullshit they've been watching, because we're just so much better. So yeah, everybody.